Hey guys, DPG here, and I've got a very valuable video for you guys today that I think will help you take more chances and really just go for it more with your acting and hopefully in every aspect of your life. And that is the idea that you can do a lot more than you think you can. Both right now, what your actual capabilities are far beyond what you think. And second of all, with practice, what you're capable of is unbelievable. It's off the charts. It's unlimited. You can't even imagine what you can do if you practice. But let me just talk about what I have been able to do myself that I never really thought I could do in a couple of different areas. And I could give you a lot of examples of my clients and what they have been able to do as well. But for now, let me just focus on one thing in particular. I just started running recently. It was kind of last summer. And I'm not even sure, I can't remember what got me started. But I just was having a lot of injuries, and I thought, well, maybe I can sort of start to hit the track a little and just see if I can jog again, because my calves kept getting pulled. And so I just went out there and I just started jogging a little bit at a time. And, I would just jog as slowly as I could just to avoid any type of pull. And then I would just increase the distances. And I went out pretty much every day, and I literally did maybe 4 laps the first day and maybe 5 the second day. And then, I hit like 4 miles and then 5 miles, and I was going really slow, don't get me wrong. And then I found one day I was able to just keep going, and I did 8 miles. And I wasn't too bad, and I was going a little faster than I thought I could. Anyway, so I started training because a friend said, "Do you want to run a marathon this year?" And I said, "You know what? All right, I'll try it. I don't have to." And actually it was a half marathon. So I thought, okay, that's feasible. It's like 13 miles. So I trained for it. And I had done a marathon, or I've done a couple of marathons, and I had done one half marathon before. And my time in that half marathon was like I think it was around 1:45 or something like that. And that was pretty good because that equals a 3.5 hour marathon. Not that that means you could do one, but it's a decent pace. So that was 20 years ago, and I trained on my own. And then this marathon time kind of came, and then we never made it to the marathon because it was in a foreign country. But I thought, you know what, I've done all this training, I'm just gonna go run the thing. 20 years later, pulled calves and all, I actually beat the time I did 20 years ago, okay, on my own. No race, no crowd, no nothing. And I was like, I can't believe it, because even going into the run that day, I thought if there's any, I just want to finish it, but if I could break 2 hours, that'll be great, because I have no idea what's going to happen after 10 miles. And I beat my time from 20 years ago. And I thought, wow, who knew, right? You don't even know what's in the gas tank. So another example of that I think you guys will really relate to is auditions. Like, what can you actually do? What are your capabilities for memorizing, and how fast can you really learn? And one time it was a long weekend, or at least I thought it was. Well, it was a long weekend, but I was a little bit confused because an actor, I don't know what day of the week it is, and the weekdays are the same as the weekends. So I thought the long weekend was on the Friday. No, I thought it was on the Monday, but as it turned out, it was the Friday. So I think it was maybe Easter or something. And I thought this audition I had was Tuesday because I thought Monday was the holiday. Well, as it turned out, the audition was on Monday. This is the good old days when you had to go in. And I woke up and, took my sweet time, and then I looked at my email, and there was this email from the casting director. I thought, that's weird because casting directors don't normally email me. And it said, "Hey, David, are you coming in today?" I went, "What?" And I looked, and I thought, oh my gosh, like, what is going on here? And I went and looked back at the information for the audition, and it, of course, said it was today. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Oh gosh, The holiday was Friday. It's not today. So, of course, I freaked. And I wrote back and I said, yeah, sorry I slept in or whatever. She goes, that's okay. We're going to be here all afternoon. Because I really thought, there's no way. I haven't even looked at this stuff. And she goes, no, that's fine. Just come. Now, what are you going to say to that? So I said, okay. So I printed off the paper. Thank God I had a printer. And I rushed over there. I didn't even have time to look at it. I just figured I'll do a cold read, right? I will show up just to say I showed up. And so I got there flustered, and there's other people waiting to audition. And some guy, which hasn't happened to me in a long time, said, oh, do you want to read the lines? And I said, okay, sure, why not? And I only had one set of lines. So I had looked at it maybe once or twice, very cursively, or whatever the term is. And I gave him my sides, and I just said, I'll just kind of wing it. So we did the reading, and he goes, yeah, that was pretty much it. And I was like, really? Okay, well, great. I'll go in, and I'll have them in my hands, so I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing. So I went in when they called me in, literally probably 20 minutes after the time I got there. And I had the sides in my hand, and he said, and as far as choices and all of that stuff goes, I'm going to go on instinct alone because I had nothing else to go by. And so we did the audition, and shockingly, I didn't have to look at the paper once. And the guy goes, yeah, that was good. Let's try it a little more, whatever. And I said, yeah, okay. So we did it one more time, and the whole time I'm just kind of laughing to myself, going, why, what is going on here? And at the end of it, he goes, that was one of the best auditions we've ever done. And this was a series that had been running for about 8 years. And so I thought, how is it possible that with 20 minutes preparation, I gave this director the best audition he's seen in several years? And all I can say is, you have this capacity, and you're an interesting human. And so if you just allow yourself to be yourself and not worry about what you think they want, you'll probably do a great job. And that's what I found out that day. And that's when I created the program 30-Minute Auditions, because it teaches people how to prepare for an audition in 30 minutes, because really that's all you need. And I have countless examples of people doing this and booking the job, including series regular roles. So it's absolutely possible, and I've seen it in person happen many times. So I just wanted to let you know your capacity is much greater than you think it is. And just trust yourself and test yourself and see what will happen, rather than thinking you know what will happen and trying to avoid any bad things happen to you. Because bad things happening to you rarely happens. They don't punish you for doing badly in an audition. They don't want to make you feel bad and have you turn into a crazy actor. They'll just say thank you, and then you'll go on your day. And they'll say, well, whatever, next. And yet if you go in, by going in, they got to look at you, they get to feel who you are, they get to know you a little, they trust you, right? You went in there, you did something, even if it wasn't great. That's way better than never going in at all, in most cases, and especially if you just allow yourself to be. Okay, guys, so take that, do with that what you will, but this is the kind of stuff that will change your life if you only start to adopt it. All right, that's it. If you want to get in touch, please reach out to me at dpg@davidpatrickgreen.com or david@hackhollywood.com, and I will talk to you soon.